What up, everyone? This is Francisco. No, it doesn't look like it because of my new glasses and shit. But just right here chilling, waiting to be called to start flagging. Right here by this house. Anyways, so shit. I had this idea in my mind that there is no fucking God besides the internet, because for some reason in my mind I can see people that are trapped somewhere by different people, bad people, and they're trying to get out desperately. They're crying out for help, and the closest thing we have to that is the internet. Because do you guys think that the person that is screaming out for help really believes there is a God? Especially when, he or she is fucking, getting tortured and no one's there to help and they're trapped. The closest thing to a God here in this world is the internet. Because stuff like that is happening, which I don't doubt, because we hear it all the time in the news, in the movies. We see movies like that. And the people that are inflicting this torture to these people are out here driving around, going to the store, fueling up, and they could be talking to us. They could talk to us just like any other person, and we would never assume anything, So with the internet keeping track of what people purchase, where people go, it doesn't make sense how people end up or become, just end up missing. It just doesn't make sense to me. So what that leads me to believe is that it has to be an inside job. Someone that can hack the computer or make people believe or think differently about their actions or something. That's why, I talk about all the stuff that I talk about, because we just never know. And I think that everyone should be tracked or whatever through the phones if they have one, because people that don't have one, they have to go to a presence where there is cameras. They have to present themselves in an area where there is cameras in stores and stuff. So I think the church should be investing money in getting cameras like in every store worldwide, because it's something that no one can stop. You know what I mean? So, and then with everything going to one server or multiple servers where people can access without fucking with the footages or whatever, then I guess we'll be one step closer to safety and protecting people's lives. You know, but I can see like people that have a lot of money, how they can manipulate people and tell them stuff like, you know, where would you rather be? Would you rather be here or out there fucking working, slaving? And everyone in the world is doing the same thing, just working and working and working. So these people can really, with the money they have, because money is power, they have a million, a few million, they could easily go buy a house, rent a house to buy, and manipulate women, women to fucking, so they could get what they want out of them. And I guess in a way they're already, it's really up to the females what they want to do, because they're already out there fucking hustling, making money. So if they get an opportunity like that, it's not really a big thing for them. But for people's families, we would want something like that for our children to protect them, especially in the lower class society, because, like these people, that's all they do. They go around and, we hear it all over the rap songs, fucking the, the clubs and shit, the club scene, um, strip joints, all that shit, and not just that, but they can also use the internet to their advantage to fuck someone's life up, to ruin someone's life, just so they could get what they want. So it's like what Tupac said, it's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. In one of his lyrics. And I mean, some people are not caring too much because they think it's all about money and shit. But for other people, it's not all about money. So, yeah, like I just think a lot. And I just wanted to share this because that's the closest thing I could see to a fucking God. You know, especially if I'm fucking stuck. If I was stuck personally in a spot where I couldn't get out and I needed someone to help me and to deliver me, break me out. You know, so but these guys out there that are doing this type of shit, they're most likely communicating through the phones. Um, you know, they're like Cardi B, the song. They're fucking making boss moves, right? Big shit, and they think that they think that no one could stop them and shit. They think that they're above everyone else, and I don't even know them personally, but it's just the concept, the idea behind what I'm talking about. And that's why I share what I share, you know, because other people have seen what I'm talking about. And, you know, maybe you're at an age where you don't really understand all this stuff or you don't really get it. You're just immature. And you might think, like, yeah, whatever, it's all about making money and this and that. But as you get older and you start realizing that the older generation is dying off, later on, you know, we're going to have to step up to the plate. You as a younger person, you're going to have to step up to the plate as well one day and carry on where they left off, you know, because we don't live forever. So, you know, a lot of people say like fuck the system and this and that, but they just don't understand everything behind it, you know. It's just injustice, and you know, and you have felt and experienced injustice in your personal life. So you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And if you see something, you experience something that's injustice or whatever, then you know you can voice it on the internet, whether you know you have a huge following or not, because eventually all this is going to get filtered out with the internet professionally, accurately, for the betterment of all, for everyone's good. So, like, I mean, but the Bible says, to let the children play. So, if you think that this is not for you, then, continue doing your thing, continue making money. It's all good. I'm not trying to convince you to join anything or to or to change your perspective on anything. I mean, ultimately, you're going to dictate the way that you process information and act upon that information yourself personally. So you just have to be wise. And I just say this because it's sad that there's a lot of people that are incarcerated, and I think that the system is really trying to get people to renew their minds so they could be accepted out here in society. And because everyone just wants to throw everyone in prison from what I kind of gather, but maybe that's false. But for people that are incarcerated, fucking they're stuck in there. No one can help them, but maybe it's because the way they think, the way they process information, maybe they have anger issues, and that's the whole point of the gospel is to reach out to everyone, to renew the mind so we won't act in violence and, you know, do things that we will later regret type of thing. Even though we all do. So I'm not judging anyone. It is what it is, right? But I believe that we could really introduce a format to get people really delivered and set free from prison just by the way that they think, or we can make them think. And basically, if you're stuck in a situation like that, or have ever been stuck in a situation like that, you just have to change and look at the way like actors act. They could act like anyone they want. You know what I mean? So that's the way you have to do it too. You just have to fucking act. Play the part. Go with the flow. Like a lot of people, they want to become rich overnight, but that's all false as well. That's a false hope, false vision. Because even rich people lose everything they have. So you just have to be happy with what you have and count your blessings and enjoy, your everyday life. Because a lot of us, we grew up thinking, oh yeah, we're going to become rich. We're going to have this, we're going to have that. But it never plays out that way. For some people. And for some people, they just accept the fact that they will never become rich. And therefore they do what everyone else wants them to do. And they just go with the flow as well. But see, that's good and everything, but we have to speak up for our rights as well and for everyone else's rights. And if we see anything that bothers us, we need to talk about it through the internet because there is a lot of injustice going on. You get angry because everyone else is wealthy. You don't have shit. You grew up with nothing. You probably grew up with fucking roaches crawling all over your fucking house. That's how I fucking grew up. See, but it's just education. You know, we would have kept that fucking house clean if we had a method to kill these motherfuckers. Then one of them would have never crawled in my sister's fucking ear and died in there to the point where she got a fucking ear infection. You know, like, no one's fucking around. Life is not fucking around. Nature is not fucking around. There's a lot of shit going on. And we just have to speak up for ourselves. Whether it happens or not. Whether any corresponding action takes place or not. Whether the injustice continues thereafter. You know, you still documented it. And it's like fiction movies, you know? You just have to... They think about something fictional. They put it out there, whether people believe it or not. And then later on, it could become real. You know, like back in the day, the Star Wars, you know, laser guns and shit. That shit is real now. They could fucking zap me from fucking space with a laser. And there's so much fucking electricity flowing through that shit. It'll be like me jumping on a fucking fence wire, and it's so fucking and it's so fucking powerful that it just blows me up. Like a fly trap. Have you guys ever seen a fly trap? There's videos on YouTube. A fly lands on a fucking electrical fucking thing, and it gets zapped, and it's so powerful that they fucking burn, they fucking blow up, their heads fall off. It's the same thing with these laser pointers. Well, I'm talking about a big one, large scale in size, you know, not fucking a little toy, the size of a cigarette bud. And there's even some stronger ones that will melt shit, burn shit. So you guys can see the power of that. So it's basically a laser gun, laser weapon that will cut through the fucking bone and marrow. Just wherever it's pointed, gone. And that's also the power of technology. Fucking the internet and the energy that we create. And there's a lot of methods to create energy. So evil is not going to persist any longer. And we have to all fight for that shit. You know? We have to do it for those that we love. And of course, people think it's all a fucking joke until they're hit with fucking injustice or whatever the fuck. You know? So like, I'm out here flagging and shit. I don't know how many other flaggers are out there. I mean, I'm flagging for fucking 12 hours without a break. There's other flaggers that they don't even have the knowledge of how to flag out here in under fucking 100-degree weather.
Copy.
Copy. I gotta shut it down.
Go ahead when you get a chance and shut it down.
Copy that. So, gotta go. I'll tell you guys more later. Peace out.